life can get in the way a lot. You know, working a full-time job, trying to see your friends, maintaining relationships, and getting a good 8 hours of sleep every single night. It's like God is playing some evil game with us, where all of the hours of our days are already assigned. Which, if you're like me and you have a passion that you like to pursue outside of all these things, it can be quite hard to keep an eye and a hand on what is important. At least, that's how I've been feeling recently. But then you find what's important and you focus in on that and you do that thing. The issue is that sometimes even if we love to do something, we don't actually do it ourselves. You know, we can kind of feel unmotivated and put it off. We feel too exhausted. We say to ourselves, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week, or some other time. Heck, I've been feeling this a lot lately, which is why I haven't made one of these videos in quite some time. This phenomena is known as resistance. Resistance is hard to overcome. It's kind of like a fear. You need to identify that it scares you and that it's holding you back, and then just do it anyway. Resistance is leading you down a life that will be just fine. You know, you'll live that life, it'll be an easy, comfortable life. But it's stopping you from living the life that you could be living, a life where you meet your full potential. But all is not lost and all is not grim. For Pressfield highlights that resistance can be used almost like a compass. Whatever you feel the most resistance from, that thing is what is most important to you. Whatever you feel the most resistance to is the thing that you most want to do. And that thing is what you should fight through the resistance for and just fucking do. A way to do this, as the book talks about, is to treat your passion as work and to treat yourself as a professional. We can live to our full potential. All we need to do is put in the work to overcome resistance, which is easier said than done when you work full-time, you try to exercise, you have prior commitments, and you don't have time to just exist. It's tough, it really is. Like sometimes I just find this intense motivation and I get shit done. I find time, I'm creative, I'm productive, I'm actually feeling like I'm going somewhere with it. But then a big wave rolls through. A wave of depression, mental health issues, life issues, physical issues that just take my legs out from beneath me. So how can we combat this? By being a professional, Pressfield talks about treating your pursuits as work rather than as hobbies. You know, if you're feeling unmotivated, not wanting to work, you still go into your job. And it sucks, it does, but whilst you're in there, you're getting stuff done. Now, applying this to your interest, you can get things done even when you don't feel like it, when you don't want to. Now, this is kicking resistance in the ass. You're basically saying, fuck you. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna make a weird video about rainbow cake and you can't stop me. Create guidelines, structures, or habits that will work for you. Stuff that even on an off day, you can look at to keep yourself accountable and keep the ball rolling, however slow, on these things that have so much value to you. I personally have started using a bullet journal, which is a technique for habit tracking and also just general life organization, as well as implementing some techniques from The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, such as morning pages and daily affirmations. More on those to come. The long and the short of it is, motivation is a bitch. I'm sorry, motivation is flaky. I have been struggling to find the motivation to make these videos for a while now, and it's something I love doing. I just got to a point where the resistance was too much, and so I simply took a step back. But I let it happen, and then I regrouped, and now here I am, opening a can of whoop ass all over that low-life resistance. Finding that motivation whilst also being able to work through on those days we don't want to is the professional way. And resistance has very little power over the professional person. So hopefully, over the next day or week or month or year or decade, we can all work to locate our resistance, find what is holding us back the most, peek over that wall at the wonderful world beyond, and muster the strength to knock that wall down and live our lives to the full potential within us. Oh, what a world that would be. Until next time.